Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. On the visitor sideline, Niners head coach Kyle Shanahan. His team lost last time out, trying to turn things around this time. On the other sideline, it is the head coach for Carolina. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They'll be let out by the former Texas Longhorn, now their rookie quarterback.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop.
Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
An opening play call like that, Mike, has exactly one goal. Let's connect on something early and quiet this home crowd. But all they did was energize them. I mean, listen to this place after that interception. They're feeding into it. They're giving this offense extra momentum as they now take the field.
The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end. And the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Panther first down. Lee Kent in motion.
Ready?
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Another run here with Hubbard. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. That touchdown, number 11 on the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Now Bailey Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. Panthers are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. The 49ers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards with 2 weeks to play. To finish strong and capture the crown. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Back, hut, go. Yellow, hut, go.
His first 5.5 years in Carolina, the return of Christian McCaffrey. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready,
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Black, oh, ready, black, set.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Derek Brown. He works his way in, registers sack number 17 on the season.
Let's go, baby. Ready. Ready.
Off the playbook, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
But I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Panthers offense ready for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here
Here we go.
as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Come on, set.
At the 40-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Nick Bosa, as he's done so often this season, it's another sack, and he is up to 15 now on the year.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
This is brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive and then a punt the last time they had.
Ready.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Just for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Get about 6 before he's taken down. Backfield empty. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Panthers offense ready to take over once again. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10.
Check pitch.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick first half. On first down, they'll run it on the draw. And they're going to work this down to inside the 45. 14 on the pickup. It's a Carolina first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
From the gun here on third down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. 49ers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Come on, set, hunt, red, 38. Set, hunt.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. Let's go. Ready?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
Ready? Go. Hunt.
Back to throw. That's complete to Pearsall. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards.
Still 3rd down.
Task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long.
Yellow. Ready? Ready.
And now things are going to get more difficult. Movement up front, going to move them further back.
Set, go. Black, 95. Ready.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
We get in motion.
33. Yep. Punt.
Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he will finally be brought down at the Niners' 17-yard line.
That's good for a Panthers first down. First
Ready.
and 10 at
Ready.
the 17-yard line.
On play action, Young. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Swing. Yellow.
On the bootleg, it's Young. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Panarella McMillan. Touchdown, Carolina. His 4th TD grab of the season. The extra point. His kick is good. And the Panthers will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A look there at Kyle Shanahan, his 49ers heading back onto the field. They're an early hole, 14-0. Start digging out soon. Begin this drive, first and 10.
Go.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the quarterback this week in practice. He preached the importance of that. I have to do a better job protecting the ball. Well, so far here early, it doesn't seem like that's been the case. He's been a little reckless here in the opening quarter, and he's going to have to clean that up throughout the rest of this game.
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, 49.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready. Go. Ready.
Now give on the ground. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be taken down. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Here we go. Ready.
Now, faking the give. Comeback route, and he's got it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Panthers off to the early advantage. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with first and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. A throw on the move is caught. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, San Francisco.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
It's the score. Panthers 14, 49ers 7.
So now, after the to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
Okay, right? Let's go now. Ready?
We get
ready.
in motion.
Ready?
Look at play action with Young. Quick throw here is complete. And they will finally run him down. So a big one there to start the drive. 35 yards.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready?
Young hands it to Hubbard. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Panther first down.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Young. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Ready? 45. Set.
They're going to motion the tight end over here.
Hut.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Quick throw taken in, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On the run to the right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal as they convert on 3rd down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. McMillan, the man in motion. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
It's a loss of 1.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looked under pressure. Now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Nick Bosa. He gets in to record his 2nd sack of this first half. His last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's in. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the end, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Niners offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season.
Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They had the touchdown on their prior drive, so that makes it 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far, as they look to put another drive together beginning here. And they'll somehow turn this into an impossible getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. Is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better at
the pressure, too much, and he goes down. Fred Warner. He works his way in and a big milestone sack, number 50 in his career.
A 55-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Set, ready, cut, 60 reps.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A quick throw right side. And you'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Ready up.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cut. Yellow, 43.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues.
Ball red. Set, ready, go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Open receiver, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go. Set, go. Cut.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he will dive into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers. And that's a big number. That is touchdown pass number 50 on the season. Just 5 shy of Peyton Manning's all-time mark for the most in one campaign. Pinheiro on for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Panthers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Let's go.
We get in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. Fairbanks to add the extra point. The kick is good. Panthers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. And to ask the touchdown, here's Fairbanks to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Niners offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll try to send the screen to McCaffrey. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Set, cut, ready.
He'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, you're lucky it hasn't been even more.
56-yard attempt.
Piniero's kick is good. And the Niners are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Stoppage here. One of the 49ers is down. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Carolina. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now.
Ready, set, put, down.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey.
On the double.
2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
And it's 3rd
Set,
down.
ready.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down. The Panthers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Slot man going to move in motion left. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. At the left side, hauled in by Leggett. Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal. The Panthers are going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Panthers tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready, 38. Let's go. Hut.
Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our trip around the league starts now. And it kicks off in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the Falcons. And this is Michael Penix. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Falcons had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they host the Tennessee Titans. And this is Cam Ward. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Titans come away with an 8-point victory. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead. The Chiefs hosting the Denver Broncos. And it's Bo Nix. He's got nobody open, so he'll just hot-foot it himself. 7 yards for the touchdown. The Broncos get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. With that, we'll show you the playoff picture in the NFC. Still lots to be decided as we speed towards a conclusion next week. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Lee Gett in motion. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. He's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go.
Here we go.
You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Ready.
Throwing on second down, Young. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. He'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Young. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Nick Bosa. He is having one heck of a night. His 3rd sack of the game.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
He's taken at his own 30. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Niners offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Ready.
Back to the air once more on second down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, he's able to pick up a nice gain. Job well done right there. 3rd and inches. You don't want to chop or step or go east and west. You're just trying to hit this thing downhill as hard as possible, run right at the defense, and he doesn't get a whole lot, but he does get the first down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll work forward for a couple. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8.
Set. Ready.
no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
Whoa! And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the Niners' 38-yard line.
Let's go now.
A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
19.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. His 4th TD grab of the season. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
That's the score. Panthers 38, 49ers 17.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he comes into these final couple of games as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Moving left. And he'll get down and avoid the head. He's about 7. Setting up third down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 33, here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
They bring the tight end in motion. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. They motion the slot man left. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. Miami Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Panthers will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
A return now from the 4. They'll get across the 20, mark them down at the 23-yard line. A look there at Kyle Shanahan, his 49ers heading back onto the field. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Still 2nd down.
Fake the handoff. Now Jones. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's taken down up past the 35. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down. Now Jones on the bootleg. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And a good job rallying for the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Jones to the air again. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. The 49ers out for the punt. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back at her. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. Might be looking to grind out some 1st downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Up the sideline, past the 30. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. A big play to kick off this drive. 52 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That one taken in right side by Lee Kemp.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He gets free, and he's into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard, touchdown Carolina. And his 2nd touchdown of the game, numbers 11 and 12 on the season. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the 1st half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and At this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Stoppage here. One of the 49ers is down. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And he brings this back all the way to midfield. A look there at Kyle Shanahan. His 49ers heading back onto the field. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Middle they go. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboo. And he'll kick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. It's taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Jones. He's got his man. Completes a Pearsall.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. The quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's
2nd and inches.
At the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Sack. Motion. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Let's go.
Up the middle with Scatterboo. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass. I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's... Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
And 15.
Third and long. From the gun, it's Jones. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Back to throw is Jones. Here it is, he threw it. The pass is incomplete. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will score! Touchdown, San Francisco. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are able to edge a bit closer.
49ers 24. Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And this game really just illustrates how important home field is in the NFL. On paper, this didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll be one of the biggest surprises around the league this weekend.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Let's go.
Putting the tight end in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And they'll finally put an end to this, but a great return to the other side of midfield.
44-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Okay, ready?
Second and 10.
Second, ready, go. 70
They'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Niners first down. Here's a toss, right side. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal. All resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. Now tossed left side. It's Scatterboot, and he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, 49ers. That his second touchdown tonight.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2. He'll look to throw. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll get about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
Brings up third and 2.
McMillan comes in motion. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners, as we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Giants. On the visitor sideline, Niners head coach Kyle Shanahan. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former Texas Longhorn, their rookie quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat, but a first down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. If you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And a tackle there by Micah McFadden. The Niners at 10-6 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. Now we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Set, go. 60, set.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready. Cut. 10 black. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Ready, go. Red, 38. Ready.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down.
Let's go now. 52 pull.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going for it all. Well, this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Cut.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues, and the chains move again.
Yellow, 22. Cut.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that? What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Ready, go. Set.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They're led out by a former first-round selection back in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw now, Dart. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. You look at this Niner defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The Niners offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he enters this final weekend of the regular season as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes.
Ready. 52 close. Ready.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll lead here to a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Come on, set, go, 45, ready.
Out of the gun now on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Ready?
On second down, they'll run it here. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Blue 32.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now Dart. The middle into traffic, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw, Dart. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49ers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
Ready up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
This is 2nd and 8.
Ready. Black 95. Cut.
They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, they had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. A first carry now for Thompson. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. That 2nd down play nets a -4. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls
This first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Oh, now problems with a snap, and the ball is loose.
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out.
McCaffrey trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's the fullback. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing, dart. He's going to walk one, deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete. This is fielded at the 27. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Niners offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look and repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Connects with Kittle underneath. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Block 40. Ready.
Back to throw here. To the right side and intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. To the air, Dart. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Thompson between the tackles. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 7.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And here's Ryan Wright now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Only 3 there on the screen and second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Jones. And that's caught. It's McCaffrey again. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Ready up.
Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing, Jones. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive, CD, that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From their own 40 to the other 40, the gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Throwing his Dart. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now there's the big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
So left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where I promise you the weather is much nicer than what we've been watching. But who doesn't love a snow globe game? And the meteorologists tell us we're in for more of it in the second half. So time now to get back out and join our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And you see it there, whiteout conditions remaining in effect as we are back for the second half.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, Dart. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the ground, it's James. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Looking to throw, Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
To throw is Dart.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown!
Malik Neighbors.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Giants are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
and you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jones. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. And this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
Now Jones off the bootleg. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Abdul Carter. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Now an injured player here will get a stoppage, and they're attending to Mac Jones, the quarterback.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Third down and 13.
They'll drop the throw. Under pressure here, and there he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Abdul Carter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's James. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Dart. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, 49ers.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And space tough to come by there, so to get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, 62 yards. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Nice.
Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
2nd and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And New York set to take the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight. Beginning to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Throwing his dart. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw now, Dart. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's go now. Cougar Knights.
Dart going to look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Dart. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is dropped. Oh my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. time. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas.
Taking it in from the 20. And the 49ers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now out come the Giants. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. From the gun, here's Dart. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Giants first down.
Here's Dart. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
But to throw once more, here's Dart. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And New York set to take the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Second down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Dart. Down the top. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. The Giants on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And as this defense walks up the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the 49ers, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Jets,
this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9.
And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.